Ready to go from what I want to show.
Todd is great and he is always baked. Morning sun shining, we can't be late. Coffee brewing, tunes on the go. Knock knock, it's the Todd and Joe morning show.
Four letters, one word. Todd. Yeah, I like Todd better.
Yeah, I know. It's more
made
of
a vent.
I actually played that for the people I work with in the kitchen the other day. Two people that I work with in the kitchen, because they had never heard it, and dude, they were fucking dying. Like, we were listening to the whole thing, like just like the whole special, but it got to that point, and I called the kitchen manager over. I'm like, you just got to hear this fucking like 2-minute skit, and they were fucking like crying. Like, it's even more effective when you have somebody standing next to you that, you know, is named
Todd. And do you know what's great? If they want some more Carlin, just go back to the last year of Todd and Joe morning shows, and we quoted him every week for like 6 months.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Not as fantastic as you, though.
Oh, I missed you too, buddy. So
it's been a crazy couple weeks.
It has, and but we're gonna take all the negative energy. We're gonna take it. We're throwing it out the window. And I have
my window was closed. I came back in my eye.
Just pick it out. Pick it out. You might get an infection. That's how pink eye starts. I heard.
Negative energy.
So
I went to have fucking pink eye.
We all got pink eye. I'm hoping to get a little red eye here in a moment, but
I think that's what this episode should be named. Pink eye.
We'll incorporate pink eye. We got to figure out the best way to incorporate pink eye. But yesterday I went to a wedding, and on the way to I went on the wedding, and on the way to the wedding, I had to make a stop
at church
because well, it actually was a church of sorts for myself actually, and I'm going to show you how I got there.
I hear nothing.
You hear nothing?
Nope.
Huh. It says I'm sharing it. So sharing. Thought. Can you still see it?
No, yeah. Yeah, it was like video wise playing fine, but there's definitely no like sound to it.
That's weird. Oh. No. What is happening? What are you seeing right now?
It's just a pause screen of this sexy face right here. Why don't you send it to me and I can upload it into the thing quick and just play it?
Okay. Well, you have it in the group chat.
I don't have it in my email.
Well, I'll email it to you.
Silly.
All right.
We'll get to that. It's a masterpiece. We've had numerous comments on it that everybody says they love it. It did come out fantastic. It took a bit because someone's a stoner and forgot to do the voiceover for like a month.
It's not my fault that happened, Todd.
It's not your fault at all. It is definitely my fault. 100% my fault. That was like, I will never not take blame for that shit because I completely just dropped the ball on that.
The funny thing is like I did my part of it and then like I put it in the done folder in my head and kind of forgot about it. And I kind of forgot that you didn't do the voiceover for it.
I got the script and I was like, oh, right. And then, that was it.
There, I'm not sharing anymore. All right, so I stopped at Joe's Buds. I picked up some supplies for the wedding. And once Todd uploads it, we'll show the commercial. But I need to tell you what happened. I fucking texted it like an idiot. Yep, guys, welcome to the Todd and Joe fucking fucked. Everything's fucked all the time, and we always
got a
fuck
video
it up.
From you.
You did on your phone, I'm sure. Not on your email like I was supposed to send it.
Nope.
So, like that old thing, like you take your middle name and your street name, and it's your porn name?
Yeah, it doesn't work for me, but yeah.
So why? What's your street name?
County Highway 47.
So, I think that... Okay, the file's too long to email it to you.
I'll figure it out.
All right, anyways, so go look at our Facebook page. It's on there, Joe's Buds. Onondaga Boulevard behind Limp Lizard. We're going to try to show it. Or maybe I'll just add it in right. That's what I'll do. I'll edit it. So, guys, I stopped at Joe's Buds like this. It wasn't that great. Joe's Buds, guys. Onondaga Boulevard. Look how pumped Todd is right now.
Yeah, I'm so confused. I'm trying to do like 800 things at once, and then it all goes sideways.
Wait to upload it. I'm just going to edit it into...
I pieced it together. But then I was like, do I have it? But I don't know. I don't know.
It was too big to send it. Anyways, so my middle name is Robert.
Okay.
And the street I grew up on is Maple. So I bought a very, very loud shirt for this wedding. And Maria had gone to the car. I had changed. She came home. And her initial response was, holy shit, you look like a 70s porn star. There it is right there. All right.
Yeah. You definitely, that is 70s porn star, like, to the fucking T.
Look at that. Look what I got going on. Okay? Look at that. So, last night, Bobby Maple made his debut. Okay?
Bobby Maple, huh?
Bobby Maple. And Bobby Maple was the dirty man. He was dirty. So, literally, any conversation we were having, right? I would be like, oh, that reminds me of the 1976 film I did, Dirty Dames on the Bus, or like whatever. Like I was making shit up all night, but then I came up with Bobby's catchphrase, Bobby like. All right, so that's what he's very, very famous for saying in all his movies in the mid to late 70s, early 80s. But he had a resurgence in the late 80s, early 90s when they did Spanish dubs of my films. But the translation there was Roberto Sisi. And I did a lot of cons down in Central America. Dude, let me tell you, in Colombia, I am practically a prince. I'm like the Justin Bieber of Colombia in the erotic film industry. Okay? So I think we should develop some comedy skits maybe. We'll talk to Caleb. We'll figure something out. I think Bobby Maple, Roberto Maperillo in the Spanish countries, he's gonna have another resurgence, I think. Might not be necessarily in the porno biz, but let me tell you, Bobby like. Bobby no like. Bobby like. And there's actually something that goes along with this, okay? And Caleb just gave me some information. The hot dog. Do we talk about hot dogs?
The hot dog spill on the tractor trailer over the road a couple weeks ago.
That video now has over 1,000 views, according to Caleb.
Well, what's more important than losing your hot dogs? Also, just an FYI, I am an idiot. And
yes, we know
I definitely had the commercial on my desktop, so it is now uploaded into here.
Because that's what you did. You had it the whole time?
Yeah, apparently I did. See? Marijuana.
Well, do you know what I have to say about that?
What's that?
Bobby like. Bobby like.
Oh, Lord. So do you want me to play it, or do you want to just air it like edit it?
Fuck it, send that shit. Just send it, bub.
There we go. Yeah, I can hear it now.
God, man.
I hear somebody say they need to get high.
Dude, I need to get high. Instead, where can I go?
Oh, I know a place.
And as I showed Mr. Stones that day, this was the magical place to get all of the highest grade cannabis flower, pre-rolls, vaporizers, concentrates, edibles, topicals, accessories, gummies, creams, and so much more. Just take a little trip down to 4656 Onondaga Boulevard, Syracuse, New York, and get some bud from our
There's
bud,
us!
Joe, at Joe's Buds. Maybe you can be our bud too.
Yeah.
That has such like an early aughts, like fucking Euro trip, Blink 182. Like I love it.
It's
I love
fantastic. It is.
But do you know what I love more than that commercial?
What do you love?
Joe's Buds.
It's true.
I love Joe Simons.
You know, I thought you were going to go somewhere else and say
I love you. I do love it.
T-Odd News, where the useless news comes first.
Todd, do you have world records? World record. Yes! Uno, dos, tres, yay!
The first one is not a world record. The other three are, and there is a video that goes along with one of them, and it's yeah. Anyway, so let's talk about the non-world record thing first. I don't know. I feel like it's a reasonable fear to have in a weird sense, but possible. But to actually have it happen, I think, is a little crazier. Residents of a California neighborhood are warning other locals to beware of a quote-unquote very mean squirrel that has sent at least 2 people to the emergency room.
A mean squirrel?
Yeah. Joan Heblack, a resident of the Lucas Valley neighborhood in San Rafael, said she was taking her morning walk recently when the squirrel attacked her leg.
It
clamped onto my leg. The tail was flying up here. I was like, get it off of me. Get off me. I don't want to touch it, which probably is how most of her dates go. Heblack told KGO TV. Another resident, Isabel Campoy, said she and her daughter were attacked by the rambunctious rodent while walking. Campoy ended up in the ER with a wound to her arm. Mary Aboy and her husband Joe had also had a confrontation with the squirrel when he tried to get the animal to stop biting his wooden fence. It took a big chunk of wood, and we thought, oh my gosh, she's hungry or something.
What the fuck?
Joe, my husband, took off his cap and hit it so it would go away. What the fuck's he wearing for a hat that he thinks going to be really effective to scare a squirrel? Here, I'm going to hit you with some semi-soft cloth.
Actually, he's in the military, and it's one of those army helmets that he was using.
Oh, the spike and fucking...
Yeah, it was just fucking impale him.
Took off his cap and hit it so go away, and the squirrel turned around and jumped on his head. See? If you wore your fucking hat, you would have had some protection.
You would have hit me with a hat, motherfucker! Ah!
So it gets better. Flyers were put up in the neighborhood warning residents to keep an eye out for the attacked squirrel. This is not a joke, the flyers read. More than 5 people have been attacked by a very mean squirrel over the past few days on Diablo Circle and Mount Lassen. Diablo Circle, huh? A squirrel is attacking people on Diablo Circle.
This sounds like a bad Ben Stiller movie.
Yeah. A representative of the local Wild Care Wildlife Hospital said squirrels do not carry rabies. The animals do sometimes turn aggressive when fed by humans, however. What the fuck is feeding them? WildCare has received numerous calls about a squirrel.
These are
attacking
zombie
residents.
squirrels.
Yeah, in the Lucas Valley neighborhood in San Rafael, representative said, unfortunately, the squirrel is most likely approaching people and biting them because he was raised by people or has been hand-fed by humans, but is now on his own, uncertain about how to forage and desperate for food. Squirrels are naturally shy animals. So, yeah.
This guy does not seem like he's got stage fright at all.
No. All right.
What else you got? Where's my world record?
First world record that has a video. And you're going to be like, what the fuck? Because once you hear it, you're like, I got to see this. And as soon as I read it, I was like, I got to see this. A Japanese man channeled his inner quadruped and broke a Guinness World Record by running 328 feet in 14.55 seconds on all fours.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to read you the story, then show you the video. Okay. Raisiyan 22 broke the record for fastest 100 meters running on all fours, beating American Colin McClure's 2022 time of 15.66 seconds. Yanni said he's been running on all fours since middle school. This dude is now 22. He had no friends. The teacher said that animals on all fours could run faster. That made me think I could be the fastest human on all fours. He told Guinness World Record. If that's what you're inspiring for when you're in fucking middle school,
bro, like,
seek help, man. Like, quickly. Like, that's you. Yeah, no. Okay. But anyway, continuing. Yanni said he prepared for the record by observing how four-legged animals like dogs, cats, and monkeys run. I kind of do and don't classify monkeys as four-legged animals. Like, I get where that comes from, but I also look at other things that they do not on four legs and only on two. But regardless,
they fuck on two legs.
Yep, that's where I figured that would go.
Yeah, they fuck. We
didn't. Yeah,
they have sex.
He said it took some time for him to adapt his technique.
Unlike this guy who doesn't have any sex at all. No. This guy don't fuck at all. Like, so it don't matter if he runs on all fours.
I was mostly training in the sand, he told Guinness World Records. The track has a lot more rebound, which changed my running form. The athlete said more world records are likely in his future. He can fuck off with that other world record, dude. I will train harder than ever before. I want to do whatever I can to grow all four sports, whatever that may be, he said. So we do have a video of this. It's not long. There's no audio to it. It's just some shitty song playing in the background.
Obviously it's not long because he's so fast.
Well, that's true. But there's no audio because it's just some crap song. So it's not worth listening to. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see him.
Are you ready?
I am. What the fuck? What is... I don't know what I'm watching.
Yep.
Why don't I feel like he doesn't have real bones?
I look how high this dude can jump. I mean, he's got to be from a, like... Why does my shit keep turning up? I don't understand this.
Why am I so small now?
I don't know what happened. Now you're large on my screen and I'm small.
You're large on my screen and I'm small on my screen. It's okay.
I don't know what happened. That's the one thing that I find frustrating about this sometimes, is it gets all wonky. Now I'm big and you're little. What the hell?
That's what now I'm big and you're little. This is weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All because we did whatever. People.
I think we had an issue with this last time, didn't we?
Yeah, something weird went on, but we'll just keep moving. They just see a lot of you and not a lot of me. Now I'm gone.
You're gone?
No, I'm back. I don't know. Fuck it. This next one. Let me turn this this off. I'm going to randomly shut up. I don't want my house to burn down. A bodybuilder known as the Steel Man of India added another Guinness World Records to his name, the heaviest weight holding Hercules pillars. Some dude whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce, who has broken world record 17 times in the past, had to hold the pillars, which each weighed 575 pounds for a full minute, and he exceeded that time by 7 seconds. He attempted the feat at the Atari border in Punjab, India.
I thought you were just saying words now.
No, I know, right? Kadari wrote on Instagram that the record was dedicated to the forces of India who protects us. Now, by holding it up, it was like the Hercules shit. Like he had his arms out, and he was holding pillars, from whatever. So it wasn't like he was actually holding them up. This fucking screen shit's driving me nuts. Oh, layout. Duh. No.
Yeah. There.
So yeah, there's that. And the last one. This one's kind of just. See, to me, this is like a world record. Like this is like the things that I always tallest person in the world, shortest person around, but something like this too. A Virginia orchard officially captured the Guinness World Record title for heaviest peach by growing a fruit that weighed in at 1.83 pounds. That's almost a 2-pound peach.
How much does a normal peach weigh?
Probably a couple of ounces.
Okay. So it's like 1 pound. So that's it's like a peach like that big.
Yeah. Yeah. So for example, just because I've been making stuff lately, because they got a lot of apples, that's disturbing.
Oh, sorry. You got carried away.
Like the last thing I made, the apple pie was supposed to be 2.5 pounds of apples. So think about it that way,
So it was like a pie-sized peach.
It would be it'd be a peach big enough to make a whole pie by itself, basically.
Now, after you made said pie, would you fuck it?
No. You can only do that with an apple pie. This is a peach pie we're speaking of. It's just disrespectful to the fruit pie humping industry, sir. Okay?
Fruit pie.
I got to finish the story. There's more to it than that one paragraph. The Chili's Peach Orchard in Crosset said peach pickers harvested the massive fruit early in September and suspected it could beat the world record, which stood at 1.8 pounds. So they beat it by 0.3 of a fucking pound. We weren't intentionally trying to grow the biggest peach out there. Just so happened that the weather we had this year turned out good, growing a ginormous peach. James was somewhere around. Grower Henry Chills told WVR-TV. The peach, a variety known as PF27A, was submitted
strains of peach. I guess that makes sense.
Was submitted to Guinness World Records, which now has confirmed it as the world's heaviest peach. It's now official. We hold the record for growing the world's heaviest peach, the orchard said on social media. Congratulations to Henry Chills for growing such a massive fruit, and thanks to Guinness World Records for their verification. So that's it for the old odd news.
So, Todd.
Yo.
Heard you had a sport for us.
I do. Why don't you start it off? You do it. You go first. Come on.
Okay.
You won't.
So, the sport I have, I want to make sure I call it correct. It is called Dunny Derby. Where'd it go? Dunny Derby.
Dunny Derby? What?
Dunny Derby. All right, so the Dunny Derby is... Where the fuck is it? So, essentially what they do, and it's an Australian thing. So, in Australia, Dunny means toilet.
Okay.
All right? Typically of the outside variety.
Like an outhouse?
Correct.
Okay.
So, what they do is they have a cart that they build an outhouse on. And then a person sits on said outhouse, and then you have 2 people in front, 2 people behind, and then you race other people with people on their outhouses. But you have to like stop. It's like a relay, and like you have to pick up, I think, like a plunger in one, and then you go again. Then you got to pick up toilet paper, and then you go to the other thing. So that is the Dunny Derby.
Okay.
It is a toilet manual
race.
Not downhill. It's on flat land.
Oh, I mean, that's even worse.
You're you have to be in pretty decent shape to be a Dunny Derbyist.
I could see Australians doing stuff like that.
Yeah. They all are the legacy of criminals.
What? Well, the one I found is probably the most peacefully violent sport you could ever come across.
Continue.
It is called chess boxing.
I saw that. That was one of my... I did see that on there.
So that is, as you probably know if you saw it, unless you didn't read about it, which whatever. It's the perfect sport for people who enjoy a good intellectual test while also punching somebody right in the fucking face.
Right in the kisser!
Yeah.
Right in the kisser!
It marries the strategic finesse of, a good game of chess with the brute force of boxing. And you literally just alternate between rounds of chess and boxing. So at one point in time, you're just chilling, fucking playing like an intense chess game. The next round, you're beating the shit out of each other. So at first, I would assume, I don't know how it actually starts, and I don't think I read about it, but no, let's see.
You start with
no, it does start and end with chess. Okay, yeah, a chess boxing match consists of alternating rounds of chess and boxing, usually starting and ending with chess. The rounds are typically 4 minutes of chess, followed by 2 minutes of boxing, with a 1 minute break between rounds. Participants win by knocking their opponent out or checkmating them. Yes, that's generally how both of those things work.
But it's either or, right? It's not just like you got to beat them in both. Yeah. It's like, so you might checkmate them round one and never have to fucking go to fisticuffs.
Right. Exactly. But if you, I don't know, man, if somebody gets checkmated in round one in 2 minutes, or no, 4 minutes, that other player shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Apparently you've never played me in chess. I'm that bad where I could lose that quickly.
Right. But that means that somebody felt that you were the best out of everybody in that specific whatever, and they sent you there. So
well, I'm like Rocky Balboa. I'm like Rocky Balboa. They're hoping that I can get to round 2 is what they're hoping for.
But yeah, nope. It was, I guess, originally founded by a Dutch performance artist, an accomplished athlete and chess player who consulted on Netflix's popular show The Queen's Gambit. He started chess boxing in 2003. So yeah, it's
that's when I graduated high school.
But could you imagine that? And like, okay, we're gonna play chess. It's a good way to start. Then go.
Can you imagine that being like a school sport?
Oh yeah, that'd be shit. But like,
hey Dad, I want to sign up for a sport. I need you to sign the permission slip
for chess boxing. But yeah, then like, because it's like the first 2 rounds aren't terrible, but then you have to go back to playing chess after you just beat the shit out of each other for 2 minutes and like, a 1 minute break.
Right. And like, if I just got my face smashed in, I'm not thinking about where I'm going to put my pawn. No, I'm like trying not to die. Like,
trying not to pass out and swallow a bunch of blood right now. And you're trying to tell me where I need to fucking move my rook to. Like, I don't understand. Right. No, like, so yeah, that's my sport. Chess boxing.
Mine's Dungy Derby. Dunny Derby. So I'll give it to you, Todd.
I like yours though, man. I don't know.
Right. So this is what we're gonna have to do. All right, guys. I didn't want to have to do this.
You're getting naked, aren't you?
No.
Oh.
Stand by. We need a tiebreaker.
Who are you calling? Ghostbusters?
Hello? We need you to do a tiebreaker for us, Garrett.
Okay.
So, which one of these sports do you think is like more fucking outlandish? First one is called chess boxing, and essentially, round 1 you play a game of chess for what, 4 minutes, Todd?
4 minutes, yes.
And then once that round's over, then you box for 4 minutes.
No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes of boxing.
For 2 minutes of boxing, sorry. And the way you win is either you checkmate somebody or you knock them out. Or my sport was called Dunny Derby. It's an Australian sport where they take an outhouse and they put it on a cart. And then you have 2 people pushing the cart, 2 people pulling the cart. And it's a speed race. It's on flat land. And you have to like stop at certain points and pick up toilet paper, plungers, tampons, whatever.
Is the outhouse full when they start the race?
Actually, that's one of the stops. You have to actually dump the outhouse to like empty it before you can finish the race. And somebody is sitting on the outhouse while they're racing.
Then that one is more outlandish.
All right. So I get
Fair
the
enough.
dub on this one.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Garrett. We love you.
Yeah.
Bye. All right. I tried giving the dub to you, Todd,
I'll
but
take all of it. It's amazing.
see, and Garrett took it all. So we are now Joe 3, Todd 1. But Todd, I have faith that you are going to find something that involves fisting to trump me sometime.
Eventually I will. And when fisting time comes, it'll be fantastic. But
So go ahead. Go. No, I end of the show, I'll bring it up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, listen.
it's time for video game news and reviews
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Fatality
It's me, Mario.
with Todd and Joe.
you ever seen that fucking meme that's like finish him and it's like a finish him? It's fantastic. I love it. Anyway, so this caught my eye, and it makes me go, huh, well, I guess I'll never buy one of these things after I just spent $500 on a fucking Switch 2. But as we heard a couple of months ago, and maybe you saw this, well, I know you probably saw this, but maybe you saw what I'm going to talk about. Microsoft was like, hey, we're going to give you a little handheld Xbox. You know, to kind of compete with other da-da-da-da. So people are like, cool. It comes out next month. I guess a bunch of pre-orders are already sold out. But they've released the price the other day.
How much?
Microset. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, Todd,
Yeah,
what are
man.
you smoking today? Because
Blue, no. Blue Dream, Hazeberry, whatever. My autoflower that I grew. Which
Nice.
that's my afternoon is trimming 6 plants that are done drying. And then I just chop my Gorilla Punch. So that one's
I love it when
drying.
you talk dirty to me.
Did I tell you what the Gorilla Punch is?
No.
GG4 crossed with Banana Punch.
Can I get a little nugget of that?
Dude,
try?
it's literally fucking, I think, plants like this tall. 4 branches, all like that, just cola.
Oh. So can you break me off a piece of the cola then? Just to put in my vaporizer?
Yeah. I didn't realize
love
what
it.
it was until they told me. But anyway, back to Microsoft being jerks. Microsoft has set the prices for its new Xbox Ally handheld gaming console,
Really?
revealing the premium version. So this is the premium version, which I don't know what the difference is between the two because I didn't really look after I saw this. The premium version will run customers. Do you want to take a guess?
$700.
Nope. Premium version.
The premium version, $899.99.
One more guess.
I don't know then.
$1,000.
Wow.
$1,000 for the premium version of this. Made in partnership with Taiwanese computer electronics manufacturer Asus, the ROG Xbox Ally has been priced at, so this is like the regular one. It's been priced at $600 in the US, and the ROG, or the ROG, whatever, Xbox Ally X, an upgraded edition of the console will cost $1,000. The Ally X will be a Best Buy exclusive when it comes to third-party retailers outside of Microsoft, of the Microsoft and Asus stores, while the regular Ally will also be available for purchase on Amazon, Ant Online, and Walmart.
So I'm seeing it on Best Buy right now for the $899.99. That's why I said that.
Oh, yeah, that's just what this was saying was. Oh, so it says nearly $1,000, which after tax and shit, you're pretty much paying like $1,000.
Essentially.
Devices will be released on October 16th. Pre-orders opened up last Thursday, which, like I said, I saw some shit. There was stuff that was already sold out. Like, where are people just getting $1,000 a drop on a goddamn handheld gaming
now,
systems?
Like, is it like everything the Xbox can do just handheld?
I haven't even looked into it because I haven't. For me, something like that, like, you know what, the Switch is cool for that capability, but I don't need a portable fucking video game device. Like, I can play Xbox either up where my Xbox is or on my Samsung TV downstairs. And again, if I want a portable game, the Switch has a good chunk of what everything else has right now too. So I'm good with it. So I never really looked into its full like capabilities, and like I did see some shit back when it first kind of came out. I think you can like access like your library, shit like that, blah blah blah, which makes sense. But $1,000 for a fucking handheld,
that's insane.
It doesn't even make sense. Like, because the thing with the Switch, it's like, yeah, I paid $500 for it, but it's a handheld console, and it's a fucking one that I can plug into my TV as well and use it like a regular one and play with other people and blah blah blah. You know, like this, it's literally just handheld. Like
Nintendo, like, has that nostalgia like corner of video gaming market. Like, yeah, everything's updated, whatever, but I can go back and play those games that I played when I was 5 years old. Like, and they kind of like, they succeed very, very well of not having to like have the bloody games and everything like that. They market towards kids, where
and families and shit.
The kids are the ones taking the handheld. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I like what I like about this.
I just feel like, you know, Microsoft has always been and always will be a grimy company. There's numerous reasons I enjoy Xbox more than PlayStation. Like, I'm not one of those like down with blah blah blah. Like, they both have their ups and downs, and which is going to lead into the next thing I'm going to talk about here in a second.
It's probably the same thing I want to talk about.
Yep. They both have their ups and downs. For me personally, and I know we talked about this the other day as we were also about to talk about this game, the one thing I can't stand is PlayStation controllers. They're fucking god awful. They are stupid as shit, and I didn't realize it because I played PlayStation before Xbox. So when I started playing Xbox, I was like, fuck PlayStation. Then when No Man's Sky came out, I got a PlayStation again because it was supposed to be this fantastic game, which now it is, but back then it wasn't.
Right.
And just using those controllers after being like an Xbox player for so long, they were terrible. Plus, PlayStation seems to get hacked a lot more than Xbox does. But regardless,
and their network goes down a lot more, and everything else.
But the one regret of not owning a PlayStation is that next year there is a game coming out that looks fucking just insanely sick.
I've already put out the feelers, and I'm going to say it again here. If anybody's trying to sell a PS5 cheap, let me know, because I will be having, for the first time in my life, get a PlayStation because of this. I almost did for Spider-Man, but I did not. I borrowed one for a little while and played the first one. Did not play the sequel or Miles Morales. Always wanted to. Now I'll be able to.
Isn't the Firehouse in one of those?
Yep.
Yeah, man, a Wolverine game, not just oh my god, it's everybody, like, it's just Wolverine, like, that is it. And from the trailer, which I looked for, but like the only one I could really find was blah blah blah. I just don't want to get into the fucking, we can't play your shit, copyright. But that trailer is insane. It looks like a fucking Mortal Kombat. Like, not like gameplay,
it really does,
but like just the brutality of it.
is wild. Like,
yeah. Every time I hear that word, it's just Rhea Ripley's song. Regardless, wrestling. Yeah, dude, it looks nuts, and it does suck. Like, it is rare because I just feel like there's not a lot of creative video games anymore. Oh, there is one other thing I do want to talk about. Oh, a couple more. I had to scroll down. It's rare to have games that aren't just Call of Duty, Battlefield, 2K, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. You know, like, has it sucked waiting 13 or 14 fucking years for a new GTA? Yeah, but you know what? When it comes out, it's going to be awesome. You know, like,
it is.
yada, yada, yada. But for me to be genuinely, like, bummed that I can't play this game because it's on PlayStation, that is, like, a rarity for me. There isn't much where I'm like, man, I wish I could play that game, and it sucks I don't have a PlayStation. And I think Spider-Man was the other one. Just because they looked fun. And I played the old Spider-Man game on like PlayStation 2, maybe. Because I never owned a PS3, I don't think. I think 2 was where I ended my PlayStation-ness. But yeah, so I am pretty bummed that it is going to be a PlayStation-only thing because it just looks insane. And I know dick about these fucking, you know, comic book characters and shit, but I would play that in a fucking heartbeat.
Todd, I'm getting a PlayStation, and when I'm done with it, I will let you borrow it.
Can I call it my sex box?
Yes, you can.
So what would you rate the trailer? Like, what would you give
10.
it? Like
10. Like, so like Wolverine is, as a lot of people know, my favorite comic book character. I've named my oldest child after him. Like, Wolverine is my jam. And they got the size proportion right. Like, Wolverine's not Hugh Jackman height in the comics. He's like 5'2". He's this short, stocky, hairy brute of a very, very good person who has to do the shit that people just can't do. But he'll fucking do it because it has to be done. And you got his ferociousness. You felt it in the trailer. You felt like he's on a mission. And he was chopping motherfuckers up like Emeril Lagasse in the 90s. Holy shit.
Bam!
Dude, it looks amazing. So what else you got, Todd? What you got?
So another new game came out last week, which I know you said you will be playing it eventually. Me and a couple of my buddies have started playing it. I love this series. Okay, I love pretty much anything zombie game related.
Same.
Resident Evil, I played some of the old ones. Not that I didn't like them, they just weren't like my style of game. The first couple were fun. They also scared the ever-living shit out of me, so, you know, kind of went away from that. I love them. Left 4 Dead, hands down, in my opinion, both those games, best zombie games ever to walk the face of the earth. I will die on that hill. They truly were 2 games that were not like anything else that was ever out there. Just it wasn't there was a story, but there wasn't a story. You know, you were in a movie.
It was kind of taking the idea of Call of Duty Zombies, but taking the complexity out of it. It was like Call of Duty Zombies meets Doom.
Yeah.
Like, you were just going through and just killing shit.
Yep. And then they failed with that Back 4 Blood shit, which was just a terrible game. Dead Island was fun, but a little annoying to a degree, where
it got very repetitive.
And here is where I think they fucked up and how we'll transition into the game series that I'm talking about. What they did was put out the first Dead Island. And everybody was like, this is a really cool game. You can craft stuff. You can do this and that. There were some nuances that made you go like, oh, man, you can only like fix a fucking weapon at a workbench and all this other shit. Then they released, same company, Techland, then released this fantastic game called Dying Light. And bringing like the parkour of like Assassin's Creed and making it better, because the parkour of Assassin's Creed isn't that great after you play Dying Light. this crazy zombie shit, the crazy story of Kyle Crane in the first one and everything. The whole nighttime, which was fucking insane. But then they put out but you also got used to a lot of different things than Dead Island, where you could repair your weapons on the fly. You didn't have to be in front of a workbench. And then years later, they put out fucking Dead Island 2. And it just wasn't that good because Dying Light was so much better.
So, all right, the first Dying Light I played for a little while, and it was good. It couldn't hold my attention for a long period of time. And I know, like, you and I, we like a lot of the same games. You are far more of a grinder than I am. Like, you're very, very good at that. I like Dying Light. I like the idea. I'm down for playing this new one, dude.
So what I've noticed about the Dying Light games is they don't require to play multiplayer, but I feel it's a lot more fun to play it multiplayer, because there is some shit, if you know, especially in this new one, The Beast, which was supposed to be like a DLC for Dying Light 2, but like took on its own shit and just became literally its own game. So it's not even like it's some like, oh, here's a 4-hour campaign to add to Dying Light 2. Like, it's a whole brand new game that people, I don't think, expected to get a new one so quick, because Dying Light 2 just came out like 2 years ago or less. Also a fantastic game. They did tweak some stuff in this. You don't use stamina for running or climbing anymore, which is fantastic. So you could just like climb a building and just chill on the side of it, and you don't lose stamina and like fall off. Like, you just can kick it.
So like they're simplifying it.
Not simplifying, just making it a little more user-friendly, because there is some other shit that's like, the zombies are a little harder. There are some bigger-ass zombies that are, like, really fucking hard. Also where it comes in handy to have other players and shit, because some of these big zombies, it's going to take you a while one-on-one, but you have 2 or 3 people doing it, and you can actually take them down in, half the time or whatever. The stamina you do have kind of goes away quick and comes back a little slower. So if that kind of makes up for not having stamina on the run and on the climb, it does kind of like use it a little faster, and it does take a little bit longer to get back. The weapon upgrade system is like linear, so you have to like, you can only use weapons that are in like your grade. So if you're like a level 6, you can only use like level 6 or below, blah, blah, blah.
That's kind of how like Borderlands is. Yeah. So like, I'm a level 7 right now, and I had picked up a gun that's like a level 25, and I can't use it until I get to 25.
Yeah. But other than graphically, it is a beautiful game. It's set in like, it's called like the Castor Woods. There's like trucks, not like everywhere, but there's these ranger trucks you can get, drive around, just fucking mow down zombies. The driving mechanics are a lot better than the previous ones that they had. It's a lot more simple, like GTA fucking like controls. You do have to like add fuel. Wedding Smashers. Nice. You do have to like add fuel and shit like that, which you can loot from cars, because you will like run out of fuel and just like your vehicle will just stop if you do run out of fuel. But it is definitely a fun game. It's definitely a crazy game. I will play it with you. I mean, and that's the cool part too. Like, I'm much farther ahead than you, but if I join your game, like, it's just doing all the missions. Like, I don't lose my shit, but you can do the missions I've already done. Nice part about that is I know how to do them, so it makes it a little easier.
So I played Borderlands with Jordan the other day, and I was like ahead of him. So like, we got into the lobby, and I just redid the mission with him until he got to the same place, and then we were both like leveling up at the same way.
Yeah, and that's what we did the other day. Like, me and my buddy Jesse have been playing a little bit ahead of my buddy John. So like, it's Friday night. we joined his game and he caught up to where we are, albeit we were up till fucking 2 a.m, which I'm just getting way too old for that shit.
Did you have work the next day?
No, that was Friday night. So I was off Friday for things. But yeah, so we caught off. So one more thing that I just, I go through, find random shit or whatever, but it's not everything, but I have a list of some stuff that's coming out next year, maybe to look forward to. Some stuff I've never heard, so I'm not going to go through like everything, just more games. Like the new Resident Evil comes out February 27th, the Requiem one.
Yep.
There's a new Mario Tennis game coming out, Mario Tennis Fever. That'll be for the Switch 2, obviously. That's February 12th. Let's see what else here.
I'll be able to play that, though.
Yep. The new
fucking...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The new 007 movie, or game, which I don't know if you've seen trailer and shit for, but looks really good. The First Light. That comes out for everything on March 27th. And so far, the only game release coming out in May... You know it. Know it.
Gee. Like...
May 26th, hopefully, at this point.
I honestly feel bad for anybody who's releasing games in the summer of next year.
And that... I don't know, man. I don't want to jinx it. There is another, like, whatever call in November from, like, Take-Two, Rockstar, etc. Like a, oh shit, I can't remember what it is. Like, it's for, like, stockholders and shit.
Investors call.
Yeah. I want to say that if I recall correctly, there's only been, like, one GTA game that was released, like, in the spring. I can't remember which one it was, but I'm pretty sure everything else has always been released in, like, September or October.
I think it might have been 4.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there was only one that was ever released like springtime. And again, like, I want this game as much as anybody else does, if not a little bit more than some people. Do I feel confident that it's coming out May 26th? Not at all. Like, do I hope that it comes out May 26th? Fucking 100%, man. Like, I absolutely have been dying for this game for years. But I don't have high hopes. If we get through November and get through that investors call and there's no change, then I will at that point in time say, yes, I strongly feel like this game is coming out in 5 months, or 6 months or whatever. I don't think they would get that close to it and then change it. Like, as much as Rockstar is stupid, I don't think in February they're going to be like, well, you know what? We're pushing it back to October, because that would just incite probably fucking
riots. It would cause riots. Yeah.
So I think if we can get through November's investor call without a pushback, then it will be technically probably set in stone for May 26th. But I still feel like that's a tentative date. Now, there's other games coming out that are undated. Again, I'm not going to go through all of them, just ones that may sound interesting, like A Planet Full of Cats. I didn't look it up. I don't know. It's for Switch and PC. But there's definitely a game sometime next year coming out called A Planet Full of Cats. There's going to be a Battlestar Galactica game for the PC.
Ooh.
Because people really care about Battlestar Galactica still, apparently. What else is there here? I know I saw some other shit.
There's a big rumor that Injustice 3 will come out next year.
What is it? Injustice 3?
Yeah. Nothing's been officially announced, but there's some shit with the voice actors that do like Superman and Green Lantern. Because we're due for that. I love those games. But I heard something about this. The show has started. And so, like, Maria's been out of work. She hurt her back. So she's been watching a lot of TV. And I hate reality TV, personally. But she's been watching, like, every Love Island bullshit, right? Well, I saw that there's a spinoff. And this came out a couple weeks ago. And the title they went with, I like the original title better. But the title of the show is Are You My First? The initial title was Virgin Island. All right. So this is a reality competition show with a bunch of virgins on an island. And it's a group of eligible virgins to mingle at a tropical resort and maybe even lose their V card to someone special. Imagine a group of frenzied comedy writers locked in a room until they've come up with roughly 500 virginity puns, and you've gotten a good sense of this series' narration, which is supplied by our host, former Bachelorette star, Caitlin Bistro, and Underwood himself. I don't know who Underwood is.
Nobody does.
Colton Underwood. Oh, he was the Virgin Bachelor.
Okay.
That makes sense. So yeah, it's a bunch of hot virgins talking, and I guess all 10 episodes dropped last month. So you find out if they lose their V card or not. But what the fuck is this world coming to?
You know what? Real World and Road Rules were fine. Just fine. It's all we fucking needed for quote-unquote reality TV. That's where we got The Miz from. That's all we ever needed in life. It was just fine. But then everything else had to come along and be a shit show. Hey, you remember that show Next on MTV?
Yeah.
I think it's on like Paramount Plus, dude. There's like a bunch of that shit on whatever like channel like MTV stuff is on.
Right.
I think it's Paramount Plus, but there's like that that one where like the one would have to sit there with the parental control. They had to sit there with the parents and watch the other shit, like the other dates and stuff like that.
They were so bad. Remember when?
Shit.
Remember, Flava Flav.
Oh yeah.
Flavor of Love.
Flavor of Love. Yep. A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila.
Oh my god! There was a 2-season show. It was 2 seasons, and it was The Next White Rapper.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That show was fucking awesome.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
God,
the early aughts were such a great time.
Yeah. And then I discovered a movie that you haven't seen either, and I want to tell the world about it if they haven't seen it, because I don't know how until the other day I have not seen it. But it is called Top Secret, and it came out in 1984, and it has Val Kilmer in it, and it is made by guys that did it's the Zucker brothers. So it's the guys that did Airplane, the Naked Gun shit. Can't remember what else they did, but yeah.
So is it basically Spy Hard before Spy Hard?
Not really, because like it was on like an Amazon channel, so it was like playing. You couldn't like pause it or like start it over. So I just jumped into it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So like I just kind of jumped in like towards the end. So I'm like watching it, laughing because it is all the same humor and shit from like Airplane and whatnot. Like this dude's looking at his watch and they show it and it's like fucking gigantic and shit. Like it's just like that dumbass humor. But like the premise behind it kind of generally is like Val Kilmer is like a US like rock and roll star, and they're bringing rock and roll to Germany for the first time, and then he has to like save this girl from like the German police and all this crazy shit and blah blah blah, and like teams up with like a bunch of other like people. You can find it on like you can rent it on Amazon, which for the $4 like it's worth it for sure, or you can watch it for free on like Pluto with like ads. But it's definitely worth it. I don't know how I haven't heard of it. I'm a huge Airplane fan and a fucking Naked Gun fan. So I'm blown away that I had not heard of this movie. But I've also never seen Val Kilmer like in a funny movie, like playing a funny.
Haven't you seen Batman Forever?
Touche. Yes, yep.
You and Garrett should do a movie masterpiece theater on that.
I have to like watch it. Like I tried turning it on, but I was playing a game and had his background.
And you got to get a robe.
I have a robe, not a fancy one, but it's a robe nonetheless. But
yeah.
All right, Joe, we've been going for like an hour.
I know. I got to go to my kid's football game.
Yeah, I gotta go do a bunch of crap. So we'll be back next week. Love you.
Knock knock.
Aren't you playing?